Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a collective love reading for my no contact, low communication people out there wondering what your person is thinking and feeling. If you are not interested in your past, this reading is not going to be for you. Check out your collective love readings on my channel. Welcome everybody. Welcome to any sign is welcome to be here. And any sign that you are thinking of, your person can be any sign as well. I may mention a few signs, but not necessarily. So it is open to whoever finds this message. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. I'm so grateful. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with some loving messages to the person that I'm thinking of today that I might be in no contact with, low communication. Maybe I haven't heard from them for a long time, wondering what they're thinking and feeling, wondering what is going on around the energy in this connection. I am listening for you now. Let's see what they have. I have boundaries. Your boundaries are being tested. Not surrendering, standing your ground and staying true to yourself. So you may have decided I'm not going to call them and they owe me an apology and they have to come to me. So whatever your boundaries are, whatever it is that you have decided for yourself that you need in order for you to have your self-esteem, self-respect, stay with it. Stay with it. If this person wants to be with you, they are going to try to reach out. They're going to know that you are expecting an apology or you are deserving of an apology. There's got to be a reason why you are standing your ground. So that's for you. That's for you. That's you being strong. Absolutely. I have love. Romantic feelings, mutual attraction. Someone has feelings for you and they're trying to focus on the love, which is good. If they're focusing on there's still love here, we might not be in a good place. We might be taking a break from each other, but I'm trying to focus on the good stuff. I'm not trying to just rehash the old over and over again. But I do like the feelings for you. I think that if they're saying they still have feelings for you, then we have a shot, right? We have that I don't think you stop loving somebody. Like, I don't feel like somebody says, I'm taking a break from you, and then the next day they're not in love with you anymore. It doesn't work that way. Our feelings are not that easy to turn on and off. So obviously, even if you're in separation, somebody can still be very much in love with you and very caring, still care for you very deeply. So that the same as you do, a reconciliation, a restoration of a former connection, apologies, forgiveness, trying again in a different way. How about a conversation, a different conversation? So I can't deny that there's love. I can't deny that. I guess I'm waiting for this person. This person there's a feeling of I'm not crossing the line. I'm not picking up the phone. I'm not chasing them. I am not going to grovel and beg them to come back. It's almost like the ball is in their court and they have to decide that if this is what they want, then we have to talk. But that is encouraging. That reconciliation is encouraging, that card. I mean, I probably have, I don't know, 100 or so cards in this deck. I think that's the only reconciliation card. So I would say that that's good news, that's the one Spirit wanted to show us. Let's see what else we have. I have toxicity, toxic situation, time to purge, having a toxic mindset, a dead end relationship. So for some of you, you could be saying, I could be making a big mistake. And maybe that's why we have the boundaries. It could be you have to take care of yourself. You have to stop drinking. You got to stop doing drugs. I don't like the people that you hang out with. You're going to get yourself in trouble, whatever it is. You know, you're doing something that is toxic in this connection. So maybe that's the boundaries. It's almost a set of rules. I want to get a couple more of these. Let's just see what else they're saying. I have deep thinking. thinking twice over a decision, preoccupied with one's own thoughts, self-reflection, being analytical and logical. I would definitely, with anything, you should be making a good decision for yourself, your higher self, your future self. You should be making decisions that are going to work for you. So take this time to definitely analyze your situation and what it is that's going to make you happy and safe and secure. We can love somebody, but they could be very toxic and they might not be the best thing for us, and we know it, but we still love them. Doesn't mean we're supposed to spend the rest of our life with them. So sometimes we have to make some difficult decisions, even when we're in love with someone. A self-image, improving your self-image, focusing on what you can change, any insecurity issues. But I would say take this time alone just to see, I have to rebuild myself, or I have to know that I have high value, I have high worth. And if this person isn't running to be with me, then they're not good enough for me. If they're not fighting to be with me, if they're not knocking down my door to talk to me face to face, then they might not be worth winning back. Poor health, neglecting your health, mental health, addictive habits. So somebody could have some real problems with either depression, anxiety, drug use, alcoholism, and you can't fix them. And what you've done is put some boundaries around the situation and said, I've got to make a choice. Bottom of the deck is a crossroads, faced with choices, facing the possibilities, all the possibilities in life, and writing a situation. So it is a feeling of, I don't know which way to go, especially if somebody's keeping you in limbo. Limbo is, limbo's the worst. And I feel like you just don't have the answers. You can't see and hear this person's voice. You don't know what they want. Spirit, tell me what the cards are saying today. What is it that you have for us? We have a high priestess. Honesty will make us stronger. So that's almost a vow of, I have to be honest. I have to come forward and be honest with you. So maybe they have something they have to tell you. A King of Cups. I want to be more emotionally secure with that king. I have the Moon. Things are not what they seem. And I have a Two of Cups. I have soulmates. I feel like we're supposed to be together. The Moon is coming into me as I've been hiding something from you. And I'm going to ask Spirit what that is. What was that? Were they holding back their feelings? Were they holding back a person? Were they in a emotional relationship with somebody, but they weren't sleeping with them? So it wasn't technically an affair, but it was an emotional affair. So I feel like they've been holding back. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I'm loyal, but I'm stubborn. I want my way. A little bit of a Strength. I love you with all my heart. Okay. And a Hermit, is this right for me, or do I want to be alone? So they're questioning what it is that they want as well. They're taking this time to figure out what it is that they want. But these things don't seem what you think they are. I feel like they pushed you away, and you may be feeling like they pushed you away because they don't love you or they want to be with somebody else. And I don't think that that's the case. I feel like they pushed you away because they're trying to evaluate what it is that they want for themselves. But I do think they do care for you. So I know it doesn't make sense, but I feel like they just need to commit to what it is they want for their own future. They have a lot of regrets from their past. They've either been very unhappily married, they could have been divorced, they could have ended other relationships, and they could be scared of being in this next relationship, so they're pushing it away. Things are not what they seem. There's something going on with that for me. They're not not what they seem. So it's almost like what you're thinking and what they're feeling are two different things. But how would you know unless they explain it to you? So I have an Empress, incoming love and romance. That is a feeling of, I see you as my person, you know, the mother of my children. And I see you as sharing a home with you and loving you and caring for you. So I'm struggling with all these feelings. An Ace of Cups, my heart is open and ready. I have a feeling this person pushed away this connection because they didn't know what they really wanted. You think they pushed you away because they didn't want to be with you. I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's, do I want to be in a committed relationship with anybody? If they're going to be in a relationship, it's going to be with you. But it was a feeling of, do I want to just be alone? Like, here's the disagreements. I'm kind of stubborn. I don't want to have to, I guess, defend myself or justify myself. And, you know, when you're single, you don't have to find a healthy medium with anybody. You don't have to negotiate. You don't have to make things, have a compromise. So if you have somebody who is a little bit egotistical or stubborn and used to getting their own way or doing their own thing all the time, and now they've got to share that time and energy with somebody else, they could be, you know, a little bit selfish in the respect of, I don't want to do those things. This is what I wanted to do. I don't want to spend time at your family's house this weekend. I want to go and do something else, whatever it is. But they have to decide whether they want to be in a relationship or not. And I feel like that is what's going on right now. But I do feel strong with this Empress energy, this Ace, because it's telling me that there's a lot of love here. And I did feel this incredible sense of home with this Empress. Like, I feel the most at home with you. I feel the most comfortable emotionally. So they could be very comfortable with you, but the stubbornness is somebody's really stubborn. I'm going to say it that way. And they just, you know, it's the person who says, I want what I want. And the other person says, well, I'm sorry, you're not going to always get what you want. You know, like, that's not how it's going to work with me. This is an equal partnership and we have to both want the same thing. So, and they take a step back and they think, I don't really want to be in a relationship then. And then they step forward and realize they really miss you. And, you know, so it's somebody who is a little bit selfish. Consequences, bad choices, playing games, sending mixed signals. That is probably what's been going on. You feel like they've been hiding something. So I would say that they have definitely been sending mixed signals. And that is more confusing to you than anything. You know, they love you, they care about you, but the next thing you know, they're pushing you away, they're distant. So that is stagnant. I feel stuck. I feel frozen. It's not moving forward. We're not talking about a future. Nothing was changing. We weren't growing. I have boundaries, disrespectful. That was the first card we had. Enough is enough. I'm not going to allow you to be disrespectful to me. I'm not going to allow you to talk to me this way or treat me this way. A nightlife. Maybe this person they're saying gambling, you know, maybe this person's out at night. Maybe they're gambling online. Maybe they've got some kind of other addictions that's toxic. Maybe that's been interfering in this connection. They've got, you know, other interests that are definitely not healthy on an ongoing basis. I have today. I want to feel happy today. I want to be in the moment. I don't want to be worrying about somebody else. I don't want to be trying to fix somebody. So if it started to bring you down and it started to make it very difficult for you and it wasn't happy anymore because this person wasn't healthy, then that's very hard to live with. I have intimacy, a mutual respect. There's a lot going on here with respect. Somebody disrespecting, and I deserve respect. I deserve to feel this kind of emotional closeness. I deserve to not feel like I'm at a dead end. So I do feel like there's a lot going on around just how you feel with definitely respect. You deserve more respect. There's something going on with that. I have narcissistic, ego, opportunist, fragile. There's consequences, right? There's consequences to somebody's behavior. There's a feeling of, am I able to get the intimacy that I want and the respect that I need from somebody who thinks that they're king, or their ego is so inflated, or they don't realize that when they make bad decisions that it somehow affects you. I feel like there is a chain of events that happens, and this person isn't connecting the dots. They're not connecting that when they are self-sabotaging themselves, they're hurting themselves, they say things, they do things, they act a certain way, that it affects you and your feelings and your emotions. So that has to be, you're not taking, that's probably where the ultimate respect is coming in. It's almost like you're not taking me into consideration when you're making these choices. You're not thinking about me, you're thinking about yourself first. So that's probably really what's going on. Spirit, please share with me what is going on with this person and this connection. Message me. Don't be afraid to reach out. I feel like we set boundaries. I do. I feel like we said it could be a game of chicken. I'm not going to message you. You should message me. Whoever messages each other first, quote unquote, wins. It depends on the situation, but if they owe you an apology, if they disrespected you in any way, then they have to be a grown-up and pick up the phone and say, we need to communicate. I have them benched. I'll give you just enough attention to keep you around as a backup option. No, that's not going to work. You're not going to allow somebody to be, this goes into let's just be friends. This is a feeling to me of somebody who wants to keep you emotionally attached to them while they do a search for something better. If they don't find anything better, then that door is open and I can go from we're just friends to we're back to being in a relationship. I would say no to this. I would say no, you're either in or you're out. And you might have already said that. You might have already said, if you're not going to be all in, I'm not really interested in just a little piece of you when you're available. That's not going to work. You could feel like it's a soulmate connection. It feels like we've been together for lifetimes. And that could be the reason why I'm still thinking about you. That could be the reason why I'm still wondering where you're headed and, what's going on with this connection. A hookup. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm going to say stay away from this person who definitely wants to keep you on a string, but isn't keeping you in a long-term relationship, or they're not interested in a long-term relationship, because that is not going to work for you. You've crossed that line, Spirit said, like you want more. Maybe you figured out that really all they want is they want a physical relationship at this point, or that's all it really turned into. We don't do anything else anymore. We don't go anywhere. We don't see anybody. Really, we just see each other and have a physical connection. That's not a relationship. That is a casual, consensual sexual relationship. So you want to have somebody who loves being with you, can't wait to be with you. Spirit, what are their real feelings? Because I'm going to go back to this feeling of they're definitely sending you mixed signals, but it was almost a sense of my feelings for you are not what they seem. Like what you think they're thinking and what they're thinking are two different things. So let's see what the love messages say. Will I ever be worthy of you? That's a sense of nothing I ever do is good enough. Maybe they feel like they, I don't know, you don't see the good things in them. You only see the bad things in them, even when they're trying, or they have been trying to put their life back together and you just keep remembering when their life was all falling apart. So they're definitely trying to want you to see them as having more value to them, or that you see the good qualities in them again. It hurts too much to see you right now. That's usually the case for a period of time with no contact. It's very emotional. It's, if I see you, I'm going to cry. If I see you, I'm going to yell at you, whatever's going on. I can't believe I've stayed away this long. Boy, that's a big one, because sometimes the time goes by so fast and you think, how could I not be with my person for weeks or months or years sometimes, especially in twin flame relationships? How can I not be with you but still be thinking about you as if it just ended yesterday, or as if we were just together yesterday? Because your souls are still talking to each other. So in the universe, there really is no sense of time. It is, our souls are kind of infinite and travel lifetimes. So 6 weeks to us, I guess 6 weeks to our souls wouldn't feel like that, but it feels like forever. It's always been you from the start. I do feel like I'm coming around in a circle. Spirit's saying there are problems. Okay, there are problems. Nobody's perfect. Your person or you, I don't know which one of you is more stubborn. Maybe you both are. And that's the problem. You guys butt heads all the time. But it's always been you from the start. There's this incredible sense of, I will always love you. I never stopped loving you. Give me a chance. I'm making my way back home to you. I do feel that even with all the heartaches, even with all the, I think this person is selfish. I think this person is too hard on me, or I feel like this person is too demanding and wants their way too often. Whatever it is, I still feel like I still love them. I love the way our bodies move together. I would say absolutely. We're not going to let go of that. There's a physical attraction. Usually that's not the problem. Usually it's the intellectual and the rubbing each other the wrong way things. I am still your number one. That came into me as I'm still the only one that you should be with, or I'm hoping I'm the only person that you still think about. I hope you haven't pushed me away forever. So there is this sense of, I wish you could see what I'm feeling, but they're not letting you see what they're feeling. They're still holding back, Spirit. Why are they holding back? I feel the urge to contact you. That's nice. So this combination of I'm making my way back home to you. I love the way our bodies are moving. I mean, it is a gorgeous connection in the sense that I do want to be with you. Can we be really, really mad at the person we love the most Absolutely. But it's also a feeling of you know me the most, and you know what triggers me, you know what upsets me, you know why I'm upset. I'm not upset with you, or I'm not upset with something that was said even. I feel like it's something bigger, that this person has been trying to decide, what do I want for my future? Am I ready to give up, my single life or my freedom or my individuality in order to be in this connection all the time? But I can tell you that they miss you. I can tell you that it just came into me as, I'm asking Spirit, when do they miss you? And Spirit said they miss you. What did they just say to me? They miss you in the middle of the night the most. So I guess they wake up in the middle of the night. They are thinking about you. They're tossing and turning. They might even look at their phone. They might even scroll through some things. But it's almost like they wake up in the middle of the night. I want to say at like 3 a.m. I don't know why. I feel like 333. Hold on a minute. I want to see what that angel number is, because I feel like that has meaning. It's almost like I wake up in the middle of the night. It's like 3 a.m. It could even be 333, 3 a.m., 33 minutes. And I'm looking at my phone, I'm tossing and turning, and I'm thinking of you the most. So that might connect to somebody out there. Let me know if that connects to you. I'm being called, 333, I'm powerful. I'm being called upon to use, you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. So these are angel numbers, and when we catch these numbers, it is a connection to your intuition. It's a connection to the spiritual world. So it is a sense of somebody feeling, connected to the universe. My hands are tingling, but I feel like your person's waking up in the middle of the night, and that is when they're realizing they miss you the most. So you could be doing the same thing. If you're doing the same thing, you're waking up at 3 a.m. for whatever reason, and you're looking at your phone, you're tossing and turning, you might even get up and walk around your house. I have a feeling your person's doing the same thing. It's almost like you guys are shadows of each other, but maybe even in different homes, mirroring each other in different homes. So it would be interesting to see if and when you reconcile, you ask each other, were you getting up in the middle of the night, like at this weird hour and thinking of me? I would be really curious about that. One touch from you, and I am blessed. A little bit of I just want to touch you. I just want to hold you. Sometimes when we're in that separation, we would like to skip over the part where we have to talk. We have to discuss what happened. We've got to kind of get through that. And we want to just go right to the part where I just want to hold you. I just want to hug you. I just want to kiss you. Maybe we need to do that, see what we feel, and then talk, but sometimes I just want to go back to, let me just hold you for a minute. I just miss holding you. I miss your smell. I miss putting my head on your shoulder, whatever it is. So that I feel like I would love. There's something I need you to know. I feel like this person has been really holding in what has really been going through their head. And I think it's a lot more about a long-term commitment, fear of commitment, avoiding a conversation along those lines than it is even what you guys are quote unquote separated from right now. Okay. You could have had a fight about something that really wasn't that important. And it's a bigger issue is, what is your person thinking long-term, and what is it they really want? And them coming to a conclusion that they need to have you in their life. And then that's when they would be reaching out. And that's when that reconciliation card in the beginning would make sense. I've come to the conclusion that I really want you. I know my words have cut you like knives. I know I've hurt you. I have no doubt. I feel like this is a very strong individual emotionally. I feel like their words can be harsh. They could know exactly what to say that would be hurtful. And I don't know why they would do that, other than it feels like a power thing to them. Like makes them feel more powerful, saying something, that's hurtful. But they know they did it. They know that what they said was wrong. So they do owe an apology. The ghost of you keeps me awake at night. That is what I'm feeling. What did I say a minute ago? In the middle of the night, I miss you the most. I feel like they are tossing and turning, looking for you. It's almost like their soul hasn't realized that you're not next to them, or you're not going to be right. You're not right there right now. And their soul's like searching for you in the middle of the night, just waking up from a sound sleep and wondering where you are. You're not in bed next to me. I didn't say goodnight to you. Whatever it is. So that feels really, really strong to me right now. I feel like your souls are communicating when you're not. I feel like your souls are communicating. We're going to put this out into the universe. I think this is a really, actually, Spirit just asked me for some additional love messages. So let me grab those. They said they weren't done. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. 222 on the clock when I'm recording this. So I've got 333 and 222. Those could be the numbers that you're seeing in the middle of the night, either one. Spirit, what do you want to share with me? There's no one else that knows me the way you do, that I know. Okay. If you only knew how much I love you. They didn't want to end this reading without letting you know that they love you. That's why Spirit asked for these cards. So they need you to know that they still love you. I'm not sure how you really feel about me. I think you love them. You wouldn't be listening to this reading if you didn't. I never know what to say to you. I'm so nervous around you. Now I feel like they've really messed things up. So they're having a really hard time with where do I start? Please be patient with me. Okay. It feels as if nothing I ever do is good enough. That's what I felt a few minutes ago with this, my worth, that I try hard, but I'm not acknowledged for trying or doing something. So they, I guess, need to feel more appreciated. I just want to see you smiling with true happiness. Please be patient with me. If you only knew how much I love you. So they definitely are sending you some messages today. We're going to put this out into the universe. If this is meant to be, this will be. You and your person will find their way back to each other. Okay. And I'm hoping for the holidays. I'm hoping that we don't have sleepless nights without each other over the holidays, and that Spirit finds a way to reunite you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. I really appreciate them. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolinsPsychicMedium.com.